He met her at the local diner, a beacon of youthful innocence amidst the greasy spoons and faded booths. Her name was Lily, a name as sweet and pure as she seemed. He was instantly smitten. Her laughter was like wind chimes, her eyes pools of endless summer sky. He, a man on the cusp of 30, felt a forbidden longing stir within him. Her innocence was intoxicating, her youth a drug he craved. Their initial encounters were innocent enough. Shared glances across the counter, shy smiles exchanged over milkshakes. He told himself it was harmless, a brief flirtation to brighten his mundane days. But the fire in his blood told a different story. He was drawn to her like a moth to a flame, each stolen moment fueling his desire. He yearned to bridge the gap between them, to possess her youthful vibrancy. He began showering her with gifts, trinkets he knew a girl her age would adore. He wrote her poetry, pouring out his heart in words that dripped with longing and desire. He knew it was wrong, this pull he felt towards her, yet he couldn't stop himself. Lily, with her youthful naivety, saw only the adoration in his eyes, mistaking his obsession for love. Their relationship deepened, a dangerous dance in the shadows. He felt invigorated, years melting away with every stolen kiss. But something was amiss. His reflection in the mirror was changing. It was subtle at first, a softening of features, a youthful glint in his eyes. He dismissed it, attributing it to the rejuvenating effects of being in love. Then came the whispers. Friends commented on his youthful appearance. His clothes felt looser, his skin smoother, more supple. He was losing weight, his face regaining a boyish charm he thought long gone. Fear began to gnaw at the edges of his elation. What was happening to him? Panic set in as he noticed his hands. They were smaller, his fingers slender and unblemished. Gone were the calloused hands of a man his age, replaced by the soft, unmarred skin of youth. He tried to rationalize it, to convince himself it was all in his head. But deep down, a chilling truth began to take root. He was getting younger, his body regressing with every stolen moment of intimacy with Lily. Lily, meanwhile, blossomed under his attention. The awkward teenager was transforming into a confident young woman. Her body matured, her curves becoming more pronounced with each passing day. He watched, a mixture of horror and morbid fascination twisting within him as she grew into the woman he always desired. He, in stark contrast, was regressing. His voice, once deep and resonant, now cracked with an adolescent tremor. His physique, once strong and firm, was shrinking, his muscles atrophying. His clothes hung loosely on his frame, a constant reminder of the grotesque transformation he couldn't escape. He tried to pull away from her, to break the spell that was sucking away his adulthood. But Lily, now accustomed to his adoration, clung to him tighter. She was like a vine, slowly but surely entwining herself around his very being. And with every embrace, with every kiss, he felt himself slipping further away, his mind trapped in a body that was rapidly becoming that of a child. The horror of his situation became horrifyingly clear. He was no longer the man who had fallen for Lily's youthful charm. He was a boy trapped in the throes of puberty, his mind a chaotic battleground of adult desires and childish anxieties. He looked in the mirror and saw a stranger staring back at him, a boy on the cusp of adolescence. He was acutely aware of his shrinking stature, the high-pitched timbre of his voice. His memories of adulthood, of responsibility and independence, were fading, replaced by a child's naivety and dependence on Lily. His world, once filled with the complexities of adult life, was now reduced to the simplicity of childhood. He longed for the days when he could drive, work, make his own decisions. Now he was at the mercy of Lily, his very survival dependent on her care. He gets younger with every little kiss and hug. Each affectionate gesture from Lily accelerates his regression. The transformation is relentless. Pretty soon, he is a toddler, under her loving mercy, being dressed and bathed. The innocence of his new form contrasts so starkly with the haunting memories of his former adult self. As she starts nursing him, he notices his toddler clothing is getting bigger, the fabric enveloping him as he continues to de-age even more. His tiny hands clutch at the oversized garments, a futile attempt to hold on to the last vestiges of his former identity. The realization dawns on him with terrifying clarity. The man he once was is slipping away, replaced by a helpless infant. He must accept that soon he will be her baby, perhaps forever. His mind, once sharp and independent, is now clouded with the simple thoughts of a child. Each day, he surrenders more to Lily's care, his fate sealed by the very love that binds them. In the depths of his shrinking consciousness, a single question lingers: is this love or a curse?